it was written about the very beginning of this whole thing. And so, to branch right now into the story that we almost had to tell at the very beginning of the show. Okay, I'm gonna start over now, I'm getting distracted. Okay, in the beginning, Lindsay and I lived in San Francisco. And he lived there his whole life, but my family was transferred there at the beginning of 1966, right before my senior year. And we were there in the most amazing musical time of all time, which was Woodstock, all of those bands. So anyway, in 1968, Lindsay was in a band, and his band asked me if I wanted to join the band. So I did, and within not very long, from the very beginning of that, we started opening for really big bands. And we worked very hard, we practiced every day, 5 days a week, and got good very fast. They were already good, so what more could you ask for? So we were opening for bands like Jimi Hendrix, 75,000 people, at Santa Clara Fairgrounds in San Jose, Janis Joplin, Frost Amphitheater at Stanford University. We opened for Chicago at the Fillmore. We opened at the Winterland Ballroom. We opened at the Avalon Ballroom. It was like we actually played a lot of really big shows. And while we were playing these shows, we were actually making pretty good money. And I was going to school at the same time, unlike anybody else in the band, so I was squashing it all in. But my parents were supporting me, so any money that I made, I got to keep. And I didn't have to spend it on school, it was just mine. So I heard a rumor that there was a store in downtown. Is that a whistle? Is that your whistle? Did you do that? You finally used the whistle, the diamond whistle? I can't believe it. And my jeweler made it for you. Yes. She's now in trouble. All right, I will not be stopped. So anyway, I'm spending my money. I'm going to drive up there and I'm going to find this store where I have heard that all the famous rock and roll women buy their clothes. So I hop in my Corvair Spider Monza 5-speed, candy apple red, convertible that my dad bought me, and I drive up there and I find this store. And I walk in, and it's not really what I expected. I expected a really big store. It was a really tiny store. But in the store was this amazingly beautiful hardwood floor. And this is when I became very much in love with hardwood floors. And it was full to the rafters with the most beautiful clothes that you'd ever seen in your life. And I knew immediately that there wasn't going to be much I was going to be able to afford there, even with a little bit of my money. So what happened to me is I'm standing